You need to leave here in the space, but leave it here. Shake it off, okay? If you don't like something in your life, leave it here. We'll deal with it later. Does that sound good? Yeah. Here we go. Please welcome to the stage your first comic, Mr. Cliff Cash, everybody. Cliff Cash.
Thank you. I'm voting for this. Whatever you got going on that you don't like, just leave it here. That might not be a good thing to ask. We're gonna find always like dirty old gross shoes and stuff after the show. Dirty napkins. I was behind this homeless guy at Taco Bell the other day. On a freaking bike. And I was on life because it's a clean show. They're like, we're doing a clean show. You want to do it? I was like, to take a shower? Like, no, don't curse. I was like, okay, but no shower. They're like, has anybody never been here? The whole front row is like, us. That's why we didn't know not to sit on the front row. You are in for it. How the hot wings? Did you bring those with you when you ordered them? Yeah, I mean, they're fun. They look creepy. They're like little baby wings. I'm dragging. I stayed up really late last night and got up really early this morning because I had a yard sale, which is an excellent way to like people more. I love waking up and opening the door at like 6, like, that doesn't start till 7. Exactly. No, we can't take a quarter for the lawnmower. So. I love people like, what's your best price? Cash. Oh yeah, cash. We were thinking gold blooms or whatever. You got cash. This isn't that kind of yard sale, sir. Were you rich? I had a guy was on. I had everybody know what hardy board is? Hardy siding, the cement board. Well, I used to flip houses back when I wasn't poor, and I have some stuff left over that I finally was like, I'm never going to own anything again, probably. So it's time to sell the supplies I've been hanging on to. So I'm selling these bundles of hardy shake siding, and they're just rectangular or square pieces of hardy siding, and you stagger like cedar shake or whatever. More durable, less flammable. So this guy, he's like, this is him. Let me see if I can do it. He's like, you don't see those much anymore. And I was like, this is gonna be awesome. What do you mean? Hardy shake? He's like, oh, is that what those are? I said, yes, sir. What did you think those were? I thought it was that other stuff. Asbestos? Yeah. Okay, yeah. I was selling asbestos in my yard sale. And hey, mister, those mesothelioma lawsuits are lucrative. So don't think you're getting me down to a quarter on that asbestos. Alright? Bargaining with me on that. My girlfriend came home from work. She was like, did you sell any of my purses? I was like, oh yeah, all 3. Super proud of myself. She didn't give me any directions. She was like, sell my stuff. She said, what'd you sell them for? I was like, $2 a piece. She goes, oh my God, they were Coach. It looked first class to me. That's why I got $2 a piece for them. That's good, right? And then she just went to sleep. She didn't talk to me. I love, it's always the white people at the yard sale. Like, everybody else is cool. Like, Mexican people, they're like, They know what stuff's worth. They get it. They're like really nice. They're like happy to have it. Black people are the same way. I've never had an Asian come, but I'm sure they're nice too. But it's always the like white people like, what do you want for that? $7? I'll give you 2 nickels and a Starburst. I don't even want candy. We do a lot of funny things as white people, as Southerners especially. Like, I think it's funny how sometimes we use religion to explain things that we can't otherwise explain. And I don't mean like, part of that is just faith, believing what you believe, to know where you come from, where you go when you die, what's right, what's wrong. But it goes beyond that. Like, we use it to explain stuff that makes us sad. Like, remember when Dale Earnhardt passed? Remember how he handled that? Everybody got that sticker on the back of the neon? Or that PT Cruiser? With the 3 on it, with the wings and the halo? God needed a driver. So we made ourselves feel better about Dale being gone. Like, yeah, it was God. He needed a driver. Because God watches NASCAR. Probably. And he needed someone to drive him around in heaven. Because they have cars there. And God likes to ride in cars. I picture God with, so Jesus, listen, I've been thinking about letting the current driver go. I think he's drinking. I don't know. His eyes are kind of bulging out. He's freaky looking. What about the Dale, the Intimidator, the mustache? Let's get him up here. I want to go fast. I just picture that NASCAR, just like God's the only sponsor. Just says God on the hood. Like wings down the side. Halo on the roof. There's a halo on the roof. You can't see that from the chicken wing section. No NASCAR fans feel like, yeah, I sit in the chicken wing section. This is the truest experience. Red Bull's keeping me going right now, folks. It's been nice all day. But it wasn't just with Dale Earnhardt. People did it when Whitney Houston passed, too, recently, which was really sad. But I saw people on Facebook, they were like, Whitney's singing with the angels. Whitney's in heaven, leading the angels in song. She's like the lead singer of the angels. And I was like, okay. That's how you get there? Okay. But it's a positive thought. It makes you feel good. You're like, oh, well, that's nice, you know? And I think I read into it a little too much because I started thinking about it. I'm like, lead singer of the angels is a pretty important position. Probably requires a drug test. I don't know. I'm just thinking if I got to pee in a cup to work at Staples, well, I probably wouldn't hire a crackhead. No, he didn't. The best one, though, I thought, was when Andy Griffin passed. And I only saw one person say this on Facebook, but it cracked me up. I know we all love Andy, especially this guy. When Andy passed, I saw one person say it, and it was like, blew my mind. They're like, guess God must have needed him a good sheriff. Big crime wave up in heaven. God was like, man, this is out of control with these bath salts and stuff. We need a good sheriff. Let's kill that 90-year-old actor. We have a lot of funny sayings in the South, too. I don't think they do that everywhere. I don't know. I haven't traveled around the country that much, but I'm guessing that probably, like in New York City, you probably don't hear a lot of people say, stuff like, there's more than one way to skin a cat. It's like, I don't know that there is, sir. It's probably not. But I don't want to have that conversation with you either. Like, ever. I don't want to talk about it. Cats are creepy enough without spooning them. And then stuff like, man, that was easier than taking candy from a baby. I started thinking about that. I was like, why are you taking candy away from a baby? You're a jerk. But then I started reading into it more, and I'm like, wait a minute. That's a baby. Why does a baby have candy? Babies can't even eat solid food. He doesn't need a now and later. That saying should be, man, that was more responsible than taking candy away from a baby. Or that was more noble than taking candy from a baby. You saved that baby's life, brother. What are you, EMT? God made her a baby. And I got sad. I didn't even let it. The baby's fine. I made the baby up. He didn't. Not even let the baby. He's fine. Don't worry about it. I like to pick on white people because it's the easiest, for sure. But let me say this too: the African American community has done some funny stuff, especially with the new music that's coming out. It is bad. I heard a song. It's not a new song. I just happened to have heard it the other day on the radio. I haven't heard it in a couple of years. It goes like this: butterfly tattoo just above your navel, belly button pierced too, just how I like it, girl. Now, I know what you're thinking. Whoa, that guy can sing. That's not the point. The point is, what is that guy talking about? Is that? First of all, sir, I don't want to be nitpicky, but tattoo and navel, those words, they don't rhyme at all. Like, they're not even similar sounds. And second of all, is that really your type? You know, like I just picture this guy out at the club hollering at some shorties. And he's like, yo, what's up, girl? Yo, what's up? Where you stay at? Oh, for real? Oh, for real? That's dope. Hey, where your kids stay at? Oh, that's tight. Hey, yo, I got you a drink. I took a little sip out of it first. So I'm good. Just to prove that it's okay. Yo, girl, let me see your stomach. Oh, snap. You ain't got no butterfly tattoo. Let me get that drink back. I ain't messing with you. You ain't got your belly button pierced enough. How you gonna be a good mom? And I picture a bunch of, like who's pushing this through to production, you know? Just a bunch of, like, old, creepy white guys sitting around a boardroom table. They're like, okay, yeah, play the first part again. Butterfly tattoo just above the navel. Yeah, wow, that's strong. That's strong. Really like how we rhymed tattoo and navel. Yeah, forget words. It's not part of this, right? A friend of mine called me the other day and said, Cliff, I need to talk to you. I've been struggling with substance abuse. I was like, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I'd be happy to talk to you and grab a beer and hash it out. He's like, I was thinking more like coffee. I said, coffee's a substance, brother. I don't know. He said, man, I recently joined a support group for young adults addicted to Adderall. I was like, that's heavy, man. That sounds more like a focus group. I don't understand your sickness. I just want you to get better. Guys, it makes me feel better and it makes y'all feel better. Thanks for laughing at me. Thanks for supporting comedy.
Keep going to the class every night.